Hello, it's week 13 and I am back in the States while I record this, but that's okay, better late than never. Here's Jackson and I's project thus far. We are trying to lay it out to see how we're going to do it for our final board. The single and only event of Tuesday is that I won Kahoot in Italian, so not to brag. Here's the weekly kitty cat on my walk home. And this is actually a super exciting night because tomorrow morning, Jackson and I leave for our Europe trip. Here we are trying this cooked cream dessert. We could not figure out how to get it out, so this is just the process of that. We weren't big fans of it, which was kind of unfortunate because I thought it sounded really good. It was kind of like a jello-y consistency, but I don't know, it wasn't bad. I'd try it again. Ooh. Thursday morning and we are off. We are on our way to Rome right now and going to catch our flight to London. Ironically, this is when disaster struck, so this was the wrong airport. So we had to hurry up and get to the right one, so we are now there. But yeah, so we at first were trying to find a plane in the wrong airport. We ended up Ubering 30 minutes. It was an expensive trip, but we did catch the plane, so all is good. I ended up in an emergency exit seat, so I had lots of room. Deboarding the plane, finally stepping foot in London. The fun part about entering a new country is always trying to figure out public transportation, how to get to your hotel. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? The train station in London that we got out of was so pretty. It was just absolutely gorgeous. Check out any Hallmark movie ever because I swear we were in one. Stepping right outside, oh my gosh, all of the red double-decker buses. That's iconic. I was so excited to see those. We would spend the next 30 minutes walking up and down streets trying to figure out how to get to the bus that we needed. Eventually we did get on, and look at this, you can go upstairs in this bus. I don't know, I've never been on a double-decker, so this was crazy to me. The lobby to our hotel, absolutely gorgeous, and then here's a little room tour. The bathroom actually lights up, you can control the LEDs in here with some iPad. I think Jackson will do it here in a minute, but I mean, it was crazy. Here's our view. And there's the LEDs. The first night, Jackson and I were looking around for a pub that would serve us food. No luck. A lot of pubs here you had to reserve a spot to be able to eat there. So we ended up at this a ramen place, and it was pretty good. We were happy with it. What we did run into was that places weren't open late for food, and we had gotten so used to eating on Italy time, which is late, so we had to kind of dial it back and eat earlier again. First full day. This was just a part of a hotel that we couldn't really see too well last night, but it's in the middle. I don't know how to explain it. I just thought it was kind of cool. We are currently on our way to see Big Ben and to Westminster Abbey. So this is the London Eye, and we had some insight with some English friends who actually told us it wasn't worth it to get on it, so we enjoyed the view from down below. Of course, Big Ben, had to snag some pictures. I mean, this view is just drop dead. What? Shrek's Adventures or whatever? And here we are seeing Westminster Abbey. This church was so pretty. I mean, inside and out, this is hands down the prettiest church I think I will ever see. I think about it all the time still. Post Westminster Abbey, we went and got some coffee and a croissant. They were definitely different here than in Italy, which I had heard, so I was preparing. I'm not really sure which one I prefer, but I think I preferred the coffee in Italy. It was also a lot more expensive, so... We're now walking through this cute little park area that will take us to Buckingham Palace, and there were lots of like geese and ducks and swans. It was really cool. We were a big fan of this guy. He was super curious. I didn't want to leave him. And here we are, finally reaching Buckingham Palace. It was packed, and I don't know what luck we were on, but like everyone was lining up, so we're like, what's going on, right? So obviously we lined up with them, and then the King's Guard walked past us. So what? We had a front row view. It was so cool. Again, right as Jackson and I were about to cross the street here, we got stopped and told to wait, and then these cars came through, and I don't know who it was, but it was clearly somebody of importance, and again, like, that's crazy, but we got to see that up front again. Next, we visited the National Gallery, got to see lots of Van Goghs. For lunch, Jackson and I hung around this like Christmas market that was going on. We had some sausages, and the sauce was weird because you had to squeeze it like this. It was like you were milking a cow, kinda. But very good, 10 out of 10 sausage. Next, we went to the M&M store because, we saw the one in New York. We had to see what was up here, and this one was massive. It was like 5 stories, 4 or something like that. It was crazy. Super cool. We went into this store that had like all these condoms with some funny phrases on them. So those were interesting, caught me off guard a little bit. We are now walking through Notting Hill. Super pretty, iconic, colorful houses. The final thing on the list for the day was to go to the British Museum, and the main thing that we were here to see was the Rosetta Stone, so of course made an appearance there. Most of the place was closed, and I'm not sure if it was because of the hours or if it was under construction. I don't really know, but still, what we got to see was super cool. For dinner, we looked for something not too expensive and also just easy. We found a Chipotle, so that was awesome. And then we rode back on a bus to our hotel. We sat on the upper deck. That was fun. So tonight we have our lights tour, Christmas lights tour. So we're outside. It's super cold, but the lights were so cool. We were told to take a picture here because Big Ben is actually inside the London Eye in this angle.
Three, two, one, yeah, hey, hello guys, hey, well done, hey, all right, chaps, that's brilliant, you know what?
This spot was super interesting because we were actually told that Queen Elizabeth used to play in this park when she was a child. Saturday, our first thing on the list was Tate Modern, Jackson's request. He actually used this building as a precedent for a project he recently did, so we had to see it in person. Coffee break in the museum cafe. I think I had like a pumpkin spice latte. This wall was fun. It was like a carpet wall and you could use your finger and write your name in it. For lunch, we went to this like outdoor market area. It was super crowded. I not even really sure the food was worth it because it was so crowded. There was nowhere to sit. I mean, it stressed me out a lot. This family that took our table after we left let us take a picture of their plates. Look at these massive like shrimp. It was so funny. I mean, it was so crazy. Afterward, Jackson and I went to this little like cider place, and we got a flight of ciders and just tried a few different ones. They were okay. Not the best thing I've ever had, but it was a really fun experience, and it was fun to just kind of sit around. And then afterward, we went and got some chocolate-covered strawberries from the market. Overall, the market was fun. It was just very crowded. And here is Tower Bridge. Now we're heading inside the fortress, which Jackson and I are super excited about. Once again, just right place, right time, everywhere. We saw, I don't know if this is technically called a changing of guards, but like they changed the guards, so that's kind of what I'm calling it. I don't know who's in that place, but super cool to see once again. Poor guy probably gets tired of getting his picture taken, but I couldn't resist. That's a once in a lifetime, so sorry. When we left, the sun was starting to go down and the Tower Bridge was lit up, so obviously we had to stop to take some more pictures because it was so pretty. It was starting to like really rain at this point, but we still had to go see some of our iconic stops. It was worth it, but our shoes were absolutely soaked by the time we got back to the hotel. We absolutely had to find a pub before we left London, so we did find one that we got to eat at. It was super low key, not busy. It kind of did get busier later, but we decided to move on for some drinks elsewhere afterward. We ended up at this bar that had like gaming consoles in it, arcade games, like Wii games. It was fun. It was really cute, but we were really tired, so we didn't stay too long. The rest of the night was actually spent blow drying our shoes because they were literally soaked. I mean, they weren't going to dry for the next day. So luckily, we had a blow dryer and we were able to fix that, and it was all good. But we were super concerned there for a minute. I loved our window. It was very people-watchy, and loved seeing the red buses outside. That was awesome. I recorded this with anticipation of doing transitions to every new place, and I forgot, so that sucks, but oh well. Today we are on our way to our second location, Paris. New train station this time, but still just as pretty. I mean, this is insane. It's massive. In this place, we had like nowhere to sit. It was super crowded. We had to go through like TSA type situation, had to get our passports checked because we were going to a different country. We took the Eurostar, so yes, we went underground. No, I could not see anything. It was black when we were under the water. Just tunnels, nothing crazy. Finally arriving in Paris was absolutely surreal. Crazy. This was my first look at the Eiffel Tower, first photo I could get. I mean, of course I had to include them, but they're terrible pictures, but it's right there. I can see it. I'm here. Despite how tired we were, we still went to see the Louis Vuitton Foundation as a museum. The iconic part about this building is the exterior. There's like a garden, like a pool area up in it, and it's outside. We could not find how to get out there. It was like hidden, but we found it. We were determined. We did it. Nobody else is out there because I don't think anyone else could find it either. But I mean, it was super cool to be out here, especially alone. And you get all these cool pictures and there's nobody else in it. It was surreal to see this place. For dinner, we actually went to an American diner. We were like, oh, yeah, let's go see what's up, you know? And it's been a while since we had American food. I just got a salad. It honestly wasn't that great. I was pretty disappointed. It was kind of, what you'd expect it to have been, but it was fine. It was fun. Eiffel Tower at night. Ever since New York, we've been comparing like every subway station that we have seen, and I think Paris was the consensus. We both loved the Paris train station. As per usual, the room tour. It's actually funny because we didn't find this like bathroom area for a few minutes after being in the hotel room. We thought that we didn't have a toilet in here because there was a shower. We found the shower, but like that door was hidden. It was kind of funny. The subway is actually literally right outside, so that was super nice, super easy to get to where we needed to go. And then we could see the very, very, very tip of the Eiffel Tower, so that's funny. But, so this next week is going to be the coolest week yet. We are going to see the rest of Paris, and then we're going to end it with Amsterdam, so stay tuned.